The first round action in the Massena tournament.
This tournament last year was a pretty good crowd draw, as I remember it.
From the draw, Grease, a shot. Nat Smythe makes a save. He can't cover the rebound. Grease feed in front, as that was Garrison trying to feed in front to a teammate, but broken up. Now in Sulaco, battling along the boards, or was Garrison. Garrison tried to feed in Sulaco. We got our first penalty of the hockey game.
Could be. Looks like Nick Cormanius going off. That's who it is.
And Greece are successful.
Oh, in the power play department. 21%
of the
time. Okay.
So, hooking is the call. 2:52, the time of the penalty. So we see Grease on the power play here. Mike Dozier sending out a power play lineup of Garrison in Sulaco. He whistles one, and Smythe gets a piece of that. Red Raiders, can they clear? A couple of Grease players collide as a Red Raider penalty killer fell down on the play. Grease in over the line. This is Robinson, Tony Robinson, battling along the boards, and Sulaco comes away with it. And Sulaco trying to feed across. It's broken up off the stick of Charlie Durant. Now in Sulaco behind the net. Now for Garrison. To the point. A shot deflected in front off the body of McCardle, but just wide of the Red Raider goal. Garrison with a puck in a slot, a shot. Nat Smythe sticks that one aside. Down to 11:15 in our first period. This is Robinson from the point, a shot. And Smythe was pushed somewhat, and he made the save. Here's a shot right on. Nat Smythe makes the save. So Grease looked pretty impressive so far here on the power play, Jamie.
They certainly do, but Nat Smythe coming right through for the Red Raiders. 26 seconds remaining in the penalty to Cormanius.
Red Raiders on the penalty kills so far this year, they are successful about 87% of the time.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No. No.
That's real good there.
From the draw. At the point, controlled by Jason Decker. He'll leave for teammate Kyle Langdon. Red Raiders have a chance to clear. They do. Red Raiders going with a penalty killing unit here of Justin Walsh, Tim O'Shea, Eric DeRosie, Matt Gerard. Now here's an intercept. O'Shea moving right in. Tim O'Shea has a stick checked away by Jason Decker right at the last second. Greece is an independent school who play in Section 5. They're made up of 3 high schools, Athena, Arcadia, and Olympia. The penalty to Massena has expired, and the Red Raiders successfully kill off their first penalty here, Jamie, but Greece had some good scoring opportunities.
They certainly did. Greece has come right out playing really aggressive here in this first period, and they've come out hitting, too. So I remember last year they were a pretty physical team, too.
To give you an idea of how these teams have played against common opponents, well, let's see. The Red Raiders, of course, they take on Canton and Potsdam from Section 10, while Greece has defeated Canton this year 6-1, Potsdam 6-2. They have defeated Rome twice, 5-2 and 4-2. And if you'll recall, the Red Raiders lost to Rome a couple weeks ago by the score of 6-5. Grease sending the puck in deep. This is Matt Gerard. Gerard, a nice move to get around one check. Now to the blue line for O'Shea. And Tim O'Shea has it in his own zone. He'll backhand it to center. And Justin Walsh comes away. Walsh has Meacham breaking to the net. A shot, he scores!
Just a quick little wrist shot, Chip, is all it was. And I don't think Justin Walsh expected it to go in. I think he was just looking for a shot on net.
I don't think Keith Hahn expected it to go in the goaltender. For Greece, it was just an innocent-looking wrist shot. Justin Walsh just wanted to get it on goal. And Keith Hahn, who coming into this game in 8 games is, I believe, 7-0-1. No, check that. He is in 7 games, 7-0, 2.36 goals against average, and he deserved this start because he had a shutout in his last game. Mike Dozier told the goaltenders that If you get a shutout, then you earn the next start. Hahn is only a freshman goaltender. And the senior goaltender, who's not playing tonight, is Jason McBride. He's 10-1-1 on the season. So the Red Raiders, with their first shot on goal, and it's a goal.
That's right.
Now the puck held in. Grease trying to feed in front. Nat Smythe can't hold on to it. It's loose. But the Red Raiders clear, but not out of the zone. And Salako playing behind the net. Now with a puck, Joe McCardle. Feeds into the slot. A quick shot. The rebound. Smythe down. Where's the puck? They score. Grease come right back and tie it. Dave Insulako, I believe, number 26, will get the goal.
And a persistent Dave Insulako. He never gave up on the shot. Got off a couple of shots. The rebound came out, and he finally tucked it in under Nat Smythe.
That goal comes with 8:55 remaining here in the first period. And Grease reply quickly here after the Red Raiders take the 1-0 lead.
So the captain scores a big one for Grease.
Garrison and Joe McCardle pick up assists. 6:04, the time of the tying goal by Grease. And for Dave Insulako now on the season, that is his 44th point on the year. 11 goals and 33 assists now. We have a broken stick that's down in the Red Raiders zone. That's why the delay right here.
Well, the debris already coming out there, and you know it's a tough game when you start seeing that debris out there.
From the draw, Drew Waukee bounces one towards the net. It's loose. And Hahn has it underneath them with a couple of Red Raiders. Weisskopf banging away.
And Decker wanting to get something going with Weisskopf, and Joe says, I'm just here to play some hockey.
So the face-off once again will be to the left of netminder Keith Hahn. And from the draw, Grease control. They race down the other way. With a puck now, and feeding in front was Dave Burdett, but the pass for a teammate was behind him, and now LaPointe. Cross ice for Cormanius, sticked away by Langdon. Puck still in the Grease zone, down to 8:20 in a first period that has seen one goal apiece so far. Now Nick Cormanius. Oh, he is knocked down right at the blue line. Looked like a football takedown. In football, I don't even know if that would even, might be an illegal black in football.
It sort of did, didn't it?
Now here's LaPointe. Mike LaPointe stick handling it over line, but a good play by Kyle Langdon to poke check it off the captain for the Massena Central Red Raiders, Mike LaPointe's stick. Grease changing on the fly. Here come the Red Raiders. A pass to the Grease blue line, knocked down. Going after the loose puck is Weisskopf. He leaves for Charlie Durant. No, Durant puts on the brakes. And the Lightning now in their own zone. Kyle checked out Larry Bach. Maneuvering around the boards. Now he'll lift it to center.
Oh my! Holy smokes! That was probably the wickedest check I've seen this season. John Rochford was picked right up off his feet. Just an unbelievable check right there.
Then we get a break in the action.
Well, I'll tell you, the heavy hitters are out there tonight.
From the draw, this is Joe Ward. Ward working in, lets a shot go on. The save and the rebound. It's controlled by Andy St. Thomas. St. Thomas out there with Kerwin and Ward. Held in at the point, but only momentarily. That was, I believe that might have been Eric Seacott who was knocked down. Seacott wearing number 6 in this hockey game.
Alrighty. There's a change I didn't know about.
Yep. Seacott runs into a Grease player and the puck comes loose. Now it's Tim O'Shea. O'Shea spun around. Now O'Shea will have to retrieve at his own blue line. For Gerard, headman's for Meacham. Held in at the blue line by Sean Opelt. Grease in forechecking here. Oh, that time Joe McCardle was knocked down as the Red Raiders. Now doing some checking in their own zone. Finally, the Red Raiders clear. This is Opelt waiting for his teammates to get on sides. Moving in over the line. This is Joe McCardle. He has a poke checked off his stick, but a giveaway. Here's a shot. Oh, not sure, Jamie, if that hit the goal post or not.
That looked like it hit the inside of the post and came back out again.
Now a home run pass, a breakaway pass. Oh, Justin Walsh couldn't quite control it in his skates as the Red Raiders came right back. Now Walsh skating back in his own zone, trying to clear the puck. At the point, Grease taking a shot, broken up. Now Walsh knocked down. And we have a penalty coming up. Let's see.
And
maybe the Red Raiders may have just blown their power play opportunity, though, as there was some hitting after the whistle.
Well, we saw Walsh go down, and there was a whistle right after that, but there was a little bit of delay. Now,
5:28 to play.
Very boisterous Grease crowd here tonight, as you can tell. 5:29 remaining to play in the first. And Insulaco with the Perry Mason effect over there, pleading his case. He's even got his glove off. This is going to be a very interesting discussion now.
Yeah, O'Shea, that negates the Red Raider power play opportunity.
I don't know whether Tim tried to sneak away there or not.
9:32 the time of those penalties. Insulaco over talking to referee Dan Boyer a moment ago.
And I think they both are going to go for hitting after the whistle, isn't it?
Well, O'Shea goes for hitting after the whistle. I'm not quite sure what they called the Grease player for, but in any event, teams will be skating at 4 aside. And we have a penalty coming up to Grease. So here's Mike Lapointe. Lapointe spun around and checked by Burdett on the play. Red Raiders still control the puck. That Smythe out of the net. Red Raiders have an extra attacker. Here's Lapointe moving in over the line, and he is dumped, and Grease touched the puck.
And it looks like Knight's going off, number 25 for Grease.
Andy Knight, who's the smallest player in this Grease lineup, but according to Mike Dozier, he's 120 pounds, but he hits like he's about 175 pounds.
You like to have a player like that, intimidating.
He likes to throw his weight around. So the Red Raiders. 10:03 the time of the penalty. The Red Raiders on the power play here. They send out Charlie Durant, Eric DeRosie, Nick Cormanius, Mike Lapointe. This is Durant. Now DeRosie winding, fires wide of the mark. Durant has it once again. Charlie Durant looking in front of the net. Cormanius too well tied up. This is DeRosie again. In the circle, winding, shooting, but no. In the face-off, or check that, in the goal crease. And they'll move the face-off back outside the zone.
Yes, Nick Cormanius was skating around in the crease with one of the Grease players right there. And officials taking a look up at the clock there.
Maybe the coincidental minors don't need to be up there, Jamie. They can be taken off.
Yes.
Might be a guess.
I think it's a good guess. I think that's what's going on. .43 seconds remaining in the first two penalties that were handed out.
Here's Eric DeRosie working in over the line, leaves for Mike LaPointe. This is Cormanius for LaPointe. Grease going with penalty killing unit here of Garrison, along with Robinson and Cooper. This will allow Grease to clear the puck. 47 seconds remaining on the Grease penalty. Red Raiders have not been real successful yet on this power play opportunity and getting many shots away. Here's Cormanius in over the line. Cormanius, a drop pass, broken up, but not out. Here's a shot kicked away by goaltender Hahn. Now a shot right on, and Hahn makes the save. And Keith Hahn will hold for a face-off. 22 seconds remaining on the Lightning penalty, down to 3:49 in our first period.
It's been an interesting first period, to say the least here. We'd have just about everything that you'd see normally in the third period.
Couple of goals. Some pretty good hitting.
I'd update that pretty good a little bit.
From the draw, Meacham against Garrison. It's controlled by the Lightning. This is Opelt with it. He looks and he clears. And now Insalako has the puck. 2-on-1 as Grease still shorthanded, but a good play by Eric Meacham, back-checking to knock the Grease player off the puck.
Great back-checking by the Red Raiders. Amazing. It was a 2-on-1 break, and then all of a sudden, two more Massena players moving in.
Just 2 seconds remaining on the Grease penalty, and Red Raiders called for offsides. I'm sure both these teams were looking forward to this one, Jamie. Late in the season, and
sure
you get a chance to gauge yourself and see how far you've come on the season and see where you need to get to. That next step for the state playoffs.
Usually at this point of the season, these two teams are right up to their top form.
From the draw. Here's a shot right on. And Hahn makes the save, and Keith Hahn holds on once again for the face-off.
Beautiful save, and a graceful one, I might add. Did you see the tail end of that? I give it a 10.
No, I was looking down at my paperwork.
He did.
I saw him make the catch, and then
did a nice little deal afterwards there to make it look a little bit more. Put a little more finesse into the save, you might say.
Justin Walsh playing the puck behind the net. The Lightning will try to clear. This is Burrett. Burrett now in over the line. But being slowed up along the boards was David Burrett. Now in front of the net, it goes right through the crease as Casey Burrett fed in front, but the Red Raiders broke it up. Now along the boards, it's Andy Knight. Can't hold it in, and the Lightning will have to regroup in their own zone. Center ice area. Meacham has to wait for his teammates to get on side. 2:45 to play in our first period. We're tied 1-1. Now the Red Raiders changing on the fly. This is David Burrett. Burrett along the board, center ice for Casey Burrett. Burrett was knocked down on the play. Now he's sandwiched along the boards. DiAgostino comes away with a puck, but he's stopped immediately, and this is Nightingale for Wells. Left side. Here's a shot right on, and we have an offsides call. So with 2:19 remaining, first period, we're tied 1-1. We'll be back right after this.
Massena Big M at 232 North Main Street strives to serve you the best in groceries and accommodations. Massena Big M works hard to give you the best in produce, meats, deli, and bakery. A convenient carry-out service along with competitive prices. Visit their customer service counter for your New York Lotto tickets, banking needs, public assistance benefits, or pay your 9X phone bill. Massena Big M is committed to making their customers a #1 priority. One-stop shopping with small store convenience, locally owned and operated, your friendly Massena Big M store, 232 North Main Street in Massena.
A great selection of GM cars and trucks, including Oldsmobile and Pontiac, and over 40 years of professional courteous service. Mort Backus & Sons in Ogdensburg. North Country customers rely on Mort Backus & Sons' nationally recognized service department. Genuine GM parts and factory-trained technicians means your service is guaranteed. Choose St. Lawrence County's one-stop sales and service center for Buick, Chevy, Chevy trucks, Geo, Oldsmobile, and Pontiac. Mort Backus & Sons in Ogdensburg.
The purchase of a diamond is a sentimental event in your life, and it is also an important one. Allow Carboneau's Jewelry Store to teach you a diamond's true value. Carboneau's will put in writing for you the exact quality of the diamond you are buying and show you it under their microscope. They will inspect your diamond and buff and clean the gold for the life of the ring free of charge. Insure your diamond for 1 year and put in writing the guaranteed minimum trade-in value of your diamond. So if you're shopping for a diamond, visit your diamond headquarters, Carboneau's Jewelry Store, downtown Massena in the Gateway Center, Ogdensburg.
From the Massena Arena, first round action of the Massena tournament. There's the Red Raiders. Greece tied at 1-1. In our first game this evening, it was St. Joe's of Buffalo over Spalding, 4-1. So St. Joe's, the number 1 team in New York State, will advance into tomorrow's championship game against the winner of this game right here. Now Nightingale playing the puck to center for D'Agostino, but that's broken up. Brian Cooper, a good job stepping up on the play. Now Nightingale trying to work the puck free. Greece have it. We have a penalty possibly coming up on the play. Yes. And as it's touched by the Red Raiders, hitting from behind will be the call. We'll get a look at this Greece power play when we return. 1:36 remaining. First period, we're tied 1-1.
Presbyopia, it's the medical term for the eye condition that happens to everyone around the age of 40. You might first notice it when reading a menu in a dimly lit restaurant or trying to read the phone book. Time for bifocals? No. Time for Verilex Comfort Progressive Lenses from Massena Optics, 55 Main Street in downtown Massena. Continuous sharp vision from distance to near and everywhere in between without the annoying bifocal line or distortion in ordinary progressive lenses. Any no-line lens can make you look better. Ours can make you see better. Verilex Comfort, seeing is believing, available at Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena.
So Mike Menkes goes for hitting from behind, and the Lightning on the power play here. Lightning have out there for the power play Tony Robinson along with Dave Insulaco, but the power play is negated here as Insulaco shaking his head. Someone's going to the penalty box. It's going to be Sean Opelt going to the box for holding. That penalty coming with 1:25 remaining.
This will be the 6th penalty of the period.
So the teams will skate at 4 aside now, not including the goaltenders. It's Robinson, Insulaco, Garrison for Greece. And now coming out onto the ice is Andy Knight to join his teammates. And the Red Raiders reply here with Cormanius, Lapointe, Durant, Wonky. From the draw. This is Garrison circling in his own zone. Down to 1:20 in a first period. This is Knight, cross ice. Now Greece breakout. This is Insulaco. Insulaco on the left side, working against Drew Wonky. Wonky knocks him down. Lapointe plays it along the boards, a race for the puck. Minute to play in the first period. Nick Cormanius works it free from one Greece player. Now he skates in and collides with Hahn, the goaltender. And now Greece have a breakout right on the stick. This is Knight in over the line. The shot, he scores.
Well, just a great effort by Knight right there to get that one in. Taking advantage of the breakaway.
Andy Knight with his 18th goal on the season. That comes after the Red Raiders break down the opposite way. Cormanius couldn't quite catch up to the puck, collided with the goaltender, and then Greece regained control of the puck, and Andy Knight was sent in all alone from around center ice, and he beats Nat Smythe to the glove hand side, and Greece leads 1-0. Knight from Garrison at 14-15, and now back once again The Lightning trying to score again, and let's see. Good scoring opportunity. Nat Smythe makes the save. I'm not sure why the whistle. Unless the referee just lost sight of the puck. I thought maybe the net might have been knocked off its moorings, but that wasn't the case.
That's the second assist for Garrison on the night.
And for
I know
Andy
that
Knight,
didn't sound right.
that's the Andy Knight's 18th goal on the season. Now it's O'Shea working in over the line. Pass. Tim O'Shea shoots. Oh, and he just fired it wide. He has it back all alone. O'Shea shoots, and Hahn gets his blocker on it. And it deflects over the glass and out of play. Well, Tim O'Shea with two excellent scoring opportunities as he was set up twice by Justin Walsh. And, oh, the Red Raiders just failed to connect there, Jamie.
Well, O'Shea almost at point-blank range, but what a save by Hahn right there to stop that one as Tim was in planto position right there.
Tim O'Shea, with that second scoring opportunity, tried to go upstairs on Hahn, and he got the blocker up, made the save, and deflected the puck out of play. Just 12 seconds now remaining here in our first period. 2-1, Greece leading. This is Cooper controlling the puck for Greece. Along the boards, Cameron trying to hold in. Just 5 seconds remaining. Penalized player from Massena back on. And that will do it for our first period of play here in the Massena tournament with a score. The Greece Lightning 2, the Massena Central Red Raiders 1. Here are the shots on goal in that first period. For Greece 8, for Massena 9. So after one, our score, once again, Greece 2, Massena 1. We'll be back with more high school hockey action from the Massena Arena here on Edwards Production Sports right after this.
Winter Sports coverage is brought to you today on Edwards Production Sports by the Bears Den, Route 37 in Hogansburg. Messina Optics, 55 Main Street in Messina. Kanakahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Bill Edmonds of Cash and Real Estate. The Club 37, Tripany Road in Messina. Blevins Brothers, Hewelton Road in Ogdensburg. Mort Backus & Sons on the Canton-Ogdensburg Road in Ogdensburg. Messina Big M, 232 North Main Street in Messina. Messina Chrysler Plymouth, 98 Center Street in Messina. C&M Ford, East Orvis Street in Messina. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillips Street in Messina. Bicarbonose Jewelry Store, 45 Main Street in Messina. And the Gateway Center, Ogdensburg. And by BJ's Wholesale Club. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you high school sporting action here on Edwards Production Sports. Thinking of buying or selling? I want to work full-time for you. Call Bill Edmonds at Cash and Real Estate. Our attitude sells homes. 769-0025.
Second period action about ready to get underway. 2-1 our score. Here to recap that first period is Jamie Davis.
Thank you, Chip. And the first goal of the period coming from Justin Walsh of Messina. And the assist going to Tim O'Shea at the 5:16 mark. And then Greece scored on a goal from Dave Insulacco from McCardall and Garrison.
And the Red Raiders come out here with a nice give and go. LaPointe for Cormanius, and Cormanius was upended just as he was letting the shot go. And the goaltender, Keith Hahn, made a nice save, but the Red Raiders will go to the power play.
And that first Greece goal came at the 6:04 mark. And then Greece scored again. Andy Knight from Bob Garrison again at the 14:15 mark. Shots on goal, Messina 9 and Greece 8.
McCardle goes for hooking. A minute and a half. So the Red Raiders go on the power play. This is DeRosie out there along with Durant, LaPointe, Cormanius, Weisskopf, the power play unit for Messina. Now LaPointe for Cormanius, but it couldn't quite catch up to that pass. Now, starting out of his own zone for Greece, it's Garrison for Insulacco. And Salako trying to feed in front, but that went off the skate of Charlie Durant. Durant will skate to center. Flips the puck in. Going after it is Opel. Playing along the boards. DeRozzi can't hold in. As coming up with a puck is Bobby Garrison. He'll feed for Ansalako. And Salako stops now for Opel. Opel shot blocked by DeRozzi. Eric DeRozzi with Cormanius breaking to the net. DeRozzi feeds in front. It's loose. And they score.
The light did not go on, but the official ruled that it did cross the line. And Greece is pleading their case. Cormanius had an open side on the right-hand side of the net. The goalie was way over on the other side of the net. Nick tried to tuck it back in again, and it must have gone across the line.
Yeah, the light never went on, so we didn't have a real good indication. Cormanius was parked there, but you're not getting much of a grievance from goaltender Keith Hahn, so the puck must have went in the net.
I think the fans were surprised, too, that it was a goal. We'll have to wait for the official announcement here, Chip.
Nick Cormanius with a goal. And for Cormanius on the season, his 17th goal. So a power play goal, Jamie. And the Red Raiders even the game once again at 2-2. Now the Lightning in their own zone, trying to work. This is Burrett. David Burrett losing the puck. Tim O'Shea has Justin Walsh going to the net. Now Eric Meacham gets a piece of a Grease player, but the puck rolls the length of the ice. Burrett races after it. Icing is waved off. David Burrett behind the net. Feeds for a teammate. That's Andy Knight. Feeds in front. And now a back pass, and it goes off the skate of a Red Raider. Grease will have to regroup at center ice. Meacham in front of the Grease bench. Loses the puck to Burrett. He'll circle back in his own zone. Down to 12:30 in our second period. This is Cameron. He's knocked down by Casey Burrett. Now Burrett hits Cameron from behind. Here's a backhander by Tim O'Shea, but he didn't get much on it. And O'Shea will go to the bench as Joe Ward replaces him. Matt Gerard for Cameron. Mike Cameron. Now Clint Kerwin. A pass for Ward, too far for him. Now at the side of the net, Joe Ward has it, goes behind the net. He's out there with St. Thomas and Kerwin. Barkley holds the puck in and takes a crazy hop off the boards. Grease having trouble clearing here. Here's Joe Ward, but no, it's whistled down.
And I think it was called on the delayed offside. Massena kept skating out over the blue line. Every time two players would come out, Massena player would skate right back in again. And finally they said, to heck with it, we're going after it anyway, and it was whistled on the offside.
Down to 11:40 in our second period, 2-2 our score. Red Raiders with Wonky and Barkley out there, along with Ward, Kerwin, and St. Thomas. Grease right now with a line of, Cooper on defense. Booth out there along with Bach. We have not called their names too often in this hockey game. So Dozier getting a chance to play his fourth line a little bit. Also out there was Jeff Naparalski.
Red Raider is making, and Grease, I should say, also making wholesale changes right here.
Garrison will take the draw against O'Shea. Deep in the Red Raider zone to the right of Nat Smythe.
That line of Garrison, McCardle, and Salako out there have been very potent tonight for Grease.
And all season long, too, Jamie. Garrison, now McCargo, but give a going in front of the net. Garrison couldn't control a bouncing puck, and the Red Raiders race back to center. Here's Cormanius in over the line. A back pass for Weisskopf. Oh, empty net. They score. Charlie Durant gets the goal.
Well, Joe Weisskopf sent it back, and I don't think he cared who got it. The first person threw missed it, and the second one got it.
Weisskopf missed it, didn't he? He had a chance, but he just couldn't get it on his stick. But it rolled right to Charlie Durant, following up on the play. Then Charlie Durant picks up his third goal of the season, and the Red Raiders regain the lead once again.
Well, that pass came back to Charlie. He probably had on his mind, boy, am I ever going to let this go. Wide open almost shot for him.
Goaltender Keith Hahn was down on the play. So Durant gets the goal. Cormanius and LaPointe, I believe, get assist. 4:09 the time of the goal. Now the Red Raiders back once again. Charlie Durant racing down the ice again.
We want to apologize for the audio difficulty that we are having. It is temporary, we understand, so please bear with us.
Now moving over the line. This is Burrett with a shot. He went far side and just missed the Red Raider goal with that shot. David Burrett along the boards. It's Knight holding the puck in. This is Eric Seacott. Red Raiders, Seacott headmans for LaPointe. Now for Cormanius. Cormanius puts the brakes on. Feeds across, but knocked down. A nice sliding defensive block that time by defenseman Sean Opelt. Now Grease in for checking. Nightingale took exception to that check. Here's a shot by, goes wide of the mark. Opelt keeping it in. Now LaPointe in his own zone. Trying to push Robinson out of the play. DeRosie for Nightingale. This is Mike LaPointe. LaPointe plays it off the boards and the length of the ice, and we have icing called against the Red Raiders. 9:14 remaining, second period. We'll be back right after this. Red Raiders lead by 1.
Since 1950, Pete's Jewelers has been your art-carved diamond headquarters. Diamond remounting done in store in approximately 3 to 5 days. Trade in your diamonds for new and larger ones. Pete's also carries 14-karat gold chains by Leslie with a lifetime guarantee. As Pat would say, even if it's run over by a truck or chewed up by your dog, you stop in and we'll hand you a new chain on the spot, no questions asked. 300 styles of 14-karat gold earrings, watches by Seiko, Citizen, and Pulsar, and clocks by Howard Miller. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillips Street in downtown Massena.
DeRosie. Now, this is in Polacco. He's checked into the boards by Nightingale. Garrison feeds in front now at the point. It's Langdon with a shot. It bounces. Its puck is loose. And Nat Smythe has it underneath him, and we have a face-off to the right of the Massena goaltender. Down to 8:55 here in our second period. From the draw. Grease control, play it towards the net, goes off a skate in Salako, trying to center in front. He's got McCardle, Joe McCardle in front of the net.
Lightning fans starting to get into it once again.
Yes. Now at the point, Langdon holding it in. Here's a shot deflected in front and just wide of the mark, as it was Bobby Garrison who slid that one just wide. Now in front. Garrison played it through the crease, but nobody there for Grease. Now Meacham to center ice. O'Shea for Justin Walsh. Walsh working against Kyle Langdon. Justin Walsh trying to play it in front of, rolls in the crease. Hahn has it, loses his helmet, and a scramble, and finally the whistle goes.
Helmet, everything gone,
Wow.
and Hahn practically disrobed out there.
He lost the helmet. He threw down his glove. He lost his stick.
Probably said, here, take everything if you're after it. Wow. I don't think I've seen that. Is helmet and mask and everything going all at once like that.
Came after a collision in the grease, in front of the grease goal.
Yeah, go back and see a goalie like that. You remember the old days. Of last person to ever put a mask on was Gump Worsley.
Now we have a penalty coming up here, and it's going to go to Grease. Racing to the bench is Nat Smythe as the Red Raiders replace him with an extra forward. Now Cameron plays the puck into the Grease zone, but it's a penalty coming up, and it will be against the Grease Lightning.
Well, the Red Raiders doing a good job of getting that extra man on the ice, but it was one of those situations where they couldn't quite get anything developed in time, and
Mike Cameron just played the puck in, and
yes,
unfortunately hit the boards and rolled right to goaltender Keith Hahn. Mike Dozier changing lines here. Penalty killers. Hooking is the call. 7:09 at the time of the penalty. And the Red Raiders have Weisskopf, LaPointe, and Cormanius on the power play. DeRosie and Durant working the points. Grease will reply here with Bobby Garrison. Dave Insulaco. That's Insulaco right now behind the Red Raider goal, causing all kinds of problems. Robinson out there, Tony Robinson that is. Now the Red Raiders work out. Here's DeRosie, 3-on-2. Eric DeRosie in the slot for Cormanius. Save made, rebound, they score! Joe Weisskopf.
That's just the situation. Joe Weisskopf in perfect position after that shot at Cormanius. He got the rebound, and that's all there was to it there.
And a power play goal, Jamie, for Joe Weisskopf.
And the second one for Massena on the night and in the period.
Weisskopf's 5th goal on the season. And now we have a goaltending change as senior Jason McBride will replace Keith Hahn in goal. Jason McBride, 10-1-1 on the season in goal. There you got to look at him. 1.46 goals against average. So 7:42, the time of the power play goal, and the Red Raiders now lead by 2.
And Cormanius, 2 assists and a goal on the night.
And now in front, the Red Raiders come close again, and Jason McBride gets tested early. Kyle Wells tried to slide one past the goaltender's stick side. Now Knight the other way. Grease in over the line in front. What a save by Nat Smythe as he just robs Casey Burrett. And now we got Drew Wonky going at it with Casey Burrett. Gloves on, and they're just wailing on one another.
Well, Nat Smythe didn't want to be a part of that little situation. He's trying to get away. Nat was trying to get away from that mess, and
Nat Smythe made just absolutely robbed Casey Burrett.
And I think both of these fellows are going to get a major for fighting right here. But Nat Smythe was trying to get away, and he couldn't get away. Got right into the middle of it, didn't even want to get into the middle of it. He's trying to get away.
6:41 remaining here in our second period. 4-2. Red Raiders lead. And Mel Tomilty is showing Mr. Burrett where...
in the locker room,
yes,
I think.
And same with Drew Wonky.
Yeah, I think Drew's going there too. Yes, you're right.
Whether they get just 7.5 minute misconducts or whether they're gone for the game.
Well, they're really cracking down on this, the exchanging of greeting cards here lately, and They're frowning on it considerably. Remember the last tournament that was here, we had one terrible session breakout. And,
late in the game.
Yes, and I'm sure they don't want a repeat deal of that.
Yeah, they're done for the night. For fighting.
Yeah, both of them are gone. Now McBride in goal now, as you mentioned. This will change the complexion of things.
And I'm not sure what's... I guess Mel Tomlinson still describing and explaining things to Bobby Garrison. It's Insalako, McCardle, Garrison for Greece. Up front, Red Raiders reply with Justin Walsh, Eric Meacham, Tim O'Shea. From the draw, Greece working it over the line, but Eric Meacham is there to intercept a pass, and now he feeds for Tim O'Shea. O'Shea working down the off wing for the Red Raider forward, which would be his right side as he shoots left-handed. Now Grease back the other way with a breakout pass. Here's Garrison, he shoots, he scores! Nat Smythe. I'm not sure if Nat Smythe never saw that one as he was screened by teammate Matt Gerard, or if the puck just got by him.
Well, Garrison with just a quick little wrist shot, that's all it was, and that's a couple of those we've seen in this game that have gone in.
So it is now 4-3 as Grease come back.
And the Lightning crowd alive again.
It was 1-0 Red Raiders, 1-1, 2-1 Grease, 2-2, 3-2 Red Raiders, 4-2 Red Raiders, now 4-3. Here's Justin Walsh the other way. Pass broken up by the Grease defense. Can the Lightning clear? No, it's O'Shea with a puck. Now Justin Walsh slides in front. Ooh, it went off a skate. And Jason McBride had to be alert to make the save.
And a little extra activity there.
Bobby Garrison with a goal. Garrison's 34th goal on the season. A former member of the New York Selects and has played in the Empire States.
Tony Robinson getting the assist on that.
Now behind the net, Brian Kleinhans trying to clear for the Lightning. Finally, they move it out to center and Red Raiders. So race for the puck, Matt Gerard. He beats Garrison to the puck. Now a 2-on-1 possible as Clint Kerwin was in with Joe Ward. Now Kerwin's taken down. We have another penalty coming up. Interference is called as Clint Kerwin was taken down going after that loose puck. So 5:35 remaining here in our second period. We'll be back with the Red Raider power play right after this.
Great prices on gas and all your convenience needs is what you'll find when you visit Kanekahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Kanekahaga doesn't just offer you gas and Canadian-American products. There's much more than that. They offer a complete convenience store well-stocked with all your grocery needs. One of your first stops on the reservation. Ice-cold soda, snacks, gas, and more. Kanekahaga Fuels, located on Route 37 in Hogansburg.
9:21, the time of the Grease penalty. So the Red Raiders with 2 power play goals to their credit so far this season. Go on the power play once again. Coming into this game, the Red Raiders were about 20% on the power play, scoring 20% of the time. Now Cormanius winding and shooting, and McBride, I don't think he saw that shot as Cormanius used Opelt as a screen, and he whistled that one, but McBride got the glove up there in the blocker just in time.
McBride getting that glove out, as you mentioned, just got it out there in time, too, to protect that upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, because that's where Nick Cormanius was going with it, up top shelf.
Cormanius almost rang the fire bell with that. Did you see where that was headed?
Well, he'd get a prize if he would have done that. From the draw, 5.
Does he?
5:05. Now, don't go trying it now, Jamie. 5:05 remaining here in our second period. I'm only kidding. Cormanius now for LaPointe. Along the boards, Nick Cormanius feeds behind the net. Joe Weisskopf having trouble controlling. Now Eric DeRosie. This is Durant with a screen in front, a shot. McBride went down and blocked it. Greece will clear. 30 seconds remaining on the Greece penalty. They're changing penalty killers on the fly as Decker and Insalako take the place of a couple of penalty killers. Now Nick Cormanius wheeling in, leaves for LaPointe. His pass was intercepted, and now the puck is out to center on a breakaway. Here's Robinson. Bobby Garrison at it, shoots, he scores! And just like that, Greece have tied it. That's a shorthanded goal.
And Garrison,
lots of power.
Plenty of power. And that is his second of the game.
And he now has 35 goals on the season and 57 points. And Garrison with great speed. He went in and made that one look easy, Jamie.
He certainly did. That is his second goal of the game.
So we are tied once again at 4-4, and that's the way this game's been tonight. Been a seesaw affair here at the Massena Arena.
I'll tell you, if the three-star selection was to be made right now, Garrison would definitely be a nominee. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists on the night.
Penalized player back on, so Greece at full strength. Here's Insalako, a shot to save, made the rebound. And McCardle is robbed, and so is Garrison once again, as Nat Smythe made the initial save, but then had trouble with the rebound.
Notice that Nate stood his ground, too. He never moved at all, just stood right there, and 3 shots, stopped all 3 of them. And the Lightning crowd reacting to something.
Looking for a penalty. From the draw, controlled. Behind the net, this is Matt Girard. Girard, has trouble with it, and the puck ends up on the mesh behind the net.
Well, this game has turned out to be everything we thought it would be, and then some. This has been a fast-paced, hard-hitting game right from the get-go.
Red Raiders coming into this game number 5 in New York State. Greece number 2 in New York State. And it has been a good battle to this point. Each team has squandered a couple of leads. From the draw in front, Greece trying to feed. They worked the puck around well. Burrett's pass was intended for Merzek. We're broken up. Now we got a penalty coming up as Knight takes exception to
it looks like
Mike Cameron.
Yeah.
Mike Cameron cross-checked a Greece player into the boards, and boy.
And he knows it, too. He's shaking his head. And
boarding, cross-checking, hitting from behind, take your pick. Dangerous, though.
Yes.
And you saw the player's helmet go into the boards, and boy, after the Travis Roy incident earlier this year at BU, and cross-checking is the call.
Now he was
31.
Excuse me, Chip. He was shaking his head afterwards, like I really shouldn't have done that. And not many players will turn around after something like that and think it over. But luckily, nobody heard on it.
Yes. So now Greece go on the power play, and Mike LaPointe will clear. It's Insalako, Garrison, and McCardle up front for Greece. This is McCardle. A long shot. Smythe to save the rebound. Going hard into the net. That time was Dave Insalako, and the Red Raider defense getting back on that play. Boy, Insalako rammed the net. This is a good hockey team.
Yes.
The Greece Lightning.
They certainly are. I'll tell you, that
They
lineup
work hard out there.
with Garrison and then Salako on it tonight have been absolutely unbelievable out there for Greece. They are all over the place. As you see McCardle out there. McCardle had a good year here last year, as I recall.
Joe McCardle, 10 goals on the season, 22 assists. For a total of 22 points coming into tonight's game. Garrison on the draw against Nick Cormanius, controlled by Grease. Here's a shot by Opelt. That's deflected in front of the Red Raider goal. Now back to Opelt once again. Robinson, his shot deflects off of LaPointe. And Grease control once again. McCardle back. Robinson faking in the slot, but unable to control the puck was David Salako as he was set up neatly by Robinson. Now it's Mike LaPointe, penalty killing. LaPointe tries to feed in front. Where's the puck? Oh, it bounces and it goes off the mesh behind the net.
Yeah, there's nothing worse there than to have that happen. If you're a goalie and have it come flying back out in front of the net off the boards in the back.
That's why you don't want to move too much as a goaltender if you lose sight of the puck, because you don't want to make a mistake of moving right into a bouncing puck and have it go in the net off of you. 2:19 remaining here in our second period. It's been a good one.
That can be embarrassing, too.
Yes. Joe Weisskopf now trying to get around a check. Weisskopf's got Charlie Durant in front of the net. He feeds Durant, but sliding across was Jason McBride, and he might have got a piece of that one.
Charlie in the right place at the right time, but it didn't connect for him.
Now Garrison shooting. The save made, the rebound, McCardle. And Grease with a puck once again. Langdon, a shot deflected off the stick of O'Shea. End-to-end action here. Cameron intercepts. Penalized player back on. Red Raiders back at full strength. Grease moving in. A shot. Matt Smythe makes the save.
Oh, my. And I think McCardle is hurt bad. He went down real hard and then was given a shot after. And McCardle is hurt. I don't know whether he had the wind knocked out of him, but he took a pretty hard check.
Minute 35 remaining here in our second periods. Minute 30, of course, a minute and a half for a power play opportunity for Grease. So,
and McCardle is up, and he is okay. And McCardle, it looks like he's holding his elbow. I don't know whether... And he's down again.
Joe McCardle down on the ice.
Fellas are trying to get him off. He's trying to get off under his own power if he can do it. I was standing down next to him before the game started. That is a big hockey player right there. And he is going right to the locker room if he can make it.
Being helped off the ice.
And this will be a devastating loss to this Lightning team right here if he's unable to come back.
He is very slow, as you can see, to leave the ice surface here.
I don't know whether it's...
helped off.
Excuse me, Chip, I don't know whether it's ribs or an elbow.
Yeah. We may have to check into that between periods here with only a minute 35 remaining in our second period. 4-4 is our score.
And he's being helped to the locker room. Well, we hope he's okay. You don't like to see anything like that.
So with this break, we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this. 4-4 our score. Greece in Massena. We're tied up.
After a long, hard day, relax at the Club 37 on Tripoli Road in Massena. Club 37, of course, offers all your favorite beverages and now all the nibbles to go along with it, too, like wings, burgers, and assorted munchies. Challenge a friend at a game of pool or just relax with your favorite beverage and now your favorite munchies at the Club 37 on Tripoli Road in Massena.
So the Grease Lightning on the power play here. This is Robinson feeding in front as Knight was moving into the slot area, but could not control the pass. Now Garrison for Insulaco. Insulaco knocked down by DeRozzi. Puck is underneath Dave Insulaco. Now a feed in front, intercepted, but Meacham can't clear. Here's Knight feeding in front. And DeRozzi comes away with a puck. Eric DeRozzi with Eric Meacham. DeRozzi just plays the puck in deep. Down to a minute to play in our second period. We're still tied 4-4. Grease on the power play for another 45 seconds. Opelt deep in the corner. Feeding into the slot area. Now Knight for Insulaco. Controlling the puck is Bobby Garrison. This is Knight once again for Garrison. Still has the puck. Feeds in front. Nat Smythe, what a save. Nat Smythe slid across and robbed Sean Opelt. Nat Smythe has made some good saves here in this second period.
Yes, he certainly has. He's come up with some dandies here. This score could be easily like 6 or 7-4 right now, but he's come up with some great saves.
Down to 13 seconds in our second period. Tied at 4-4. Penalized player for Massena will be stepping back on the ice as I speak. And just 1 second remaining here in our second period. So a 2-1 lead after one for Greece. Looks like it will be a 4-4 tie after two, Jamie.
I'll tell you, it has been a very entertaining 2 periods of hockey right here.
It has. As we mentioned, I'm impressed with Greece. They're a good team, and they pass the puck well.
They certainly do.
They hustle, and there's the drop of the puck, and that is the end of our second period from the Massena Arena. In this first round game of the Massena tournament, of course, St. Joe's defeated Spalding in the first game of this tournament by the score of 4-1 to advance into the finals. And now after 2 periods of play in this game, it's Massena 4, Greece 4. And we should have a good third period of play coming up next. You're watching high school hockey action, and it's all right here on Cable 24, Edwards Production Sports.
Winter Sports coverage is brought to you today on Edwards Production Sports by the Bears Den, Route 37 in Hogansburg. Messina Optics, 55 Main Street in Messina. Kanakahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Bill Edmonds of Cash and Real Estate. The Club 37, Tripany Road in Messina. Blevins Brothers, Hubleton Road in Ogdensburg. Mort Backus & Sons on the Canton-Ogdensburg Road in Ogdensburg. Messina Big M, 232 North Main Street in Messina. Messina Chrysler Plymouth, 98 Center Street in Messina. C&M Ford, East Orvis Street in Messina. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillips Street in Messina. Bicarbonose Jewelry Store, 45 Main Street in Messina. And the Gateway Center, Ogdensburg. And by BJ's Wholesale Club. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you high school sporting action here on Edwards Production Sports.
Chatting along with Jamie Davis. 4-4 is our score.
And Chip, I guess between periods you were able to get a report on McCardall.
Yeah, not a real good report either. The Greece coaching staff, of course, Mike Dozier, rather concerned. He took a stick, I believe, from Charlie Durant there late in that period, and he is having trouble catching his breath a little bit. And they're kind of concerned about him. And he is not going to play the remainder of this game. Here's a shot. Smythe had to make a stick save on. Now Garrison has his stick lifted. LaPointe can't clear, though. Red Raiders finally push it out to center ice. Now here's LaPointe. Mike LaPointe. This is Nightingale. Nightingale plays the puck in deep. In to get the puck is Weisskopf for the Red Raiders. Moving it along the boards. Now Justin Walsh had him momentarily. Now into the corner. He's checked by Knight. from the point. Matt Gerard fanned on his shot. Now a breakaway pass. This is Andy Knight with it. Knight is spun around, and the Red Raiders come away. A pass for O'Shea, a little bit too far for him. Tim O'Shea has it once again. Tim O'Shea skating into the slot area. Now O'Shea appears to be shaken up somewhat as he is going to the bench. Here's Burrett over the line.
Notice that Tim was kind of shaking his wrist there a little bit. He may have got his wrist turned the wrong way there.
This is Cooper now in his own zone for Greece. It's been a close game, 2-1 after 1 in favor of Greece, and then 4-4 after 2, and of course that's where we stand right here. A tie hockey game with 12:45 remaining in our third period. Tim O'Shea moving it over the line. O'Shea is stopped by Brian Cooper. Cooper takes him down, and we are going to get a penalty. Holding is the call to Brian Cooper. And when we return, we'll take a look at the Red Raider power play once again. We're tied 4-4.
The Bears Den on Route 37 in Hogansburg is your one-stop headquarters for gas, diesel, propane, and delicious foods. The Bears Den restaurant is open from 6 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Shop their gift shop specials and rent a video. The Bears Den has an expanded trucker's lounge for your convenience. Shop the Eastern and Western Door convenience stores for all your grocery needs. The Bears Den, Route 37 in Hogansburg, and the Eastern and Western Door convenience stores located on both ends of the reservation.
.34 the time of the penalty. So the Red Raiders on the power play. And Greece worked the puck free. It's Garrison. And Insalako in over the line. Here's Insalako shooting. He scores.
Well,
Dave Insalako.
Well, that line has been absolutely tremendous out there tonight. And Garrison and Insalako, they just seem to find each other all over the place out there.
Another shorthanded goal, the second one in this hockey game.
Big goal for Greece. That puts them on top 5-4 now.
Dave Insalako has some points here in this hockey game, as well as Bobby Garrison.
Certainly does.
Insalako with a goal. Bobby Garrison gets the assist, 2:38. They say is the time of the...
And that is the second shorthanded goal by that same line tonight.
They have good speed, and they work well together in Greece. Now lead once again by the score of 5-4. Now it's Robinson being watched by Meacham. Red Raiders have Walsh, Meacham, O'Shea out there, Gerard, and Cameron. Now Bobby Garrison once again. He's got David Insalako in the high slot area, but Cameron intercepts that pass intended for Insalako. Greece play it back into their own zone. 50 seconds remaining on the Greece penalty. Red Raiders. Now Justin Walsh can't control the puck at center ice, and it will go the length of the ice. And it's called against Massena for icing, so down to 11:45, Jamie.
Well, the Red Raiders need a goal in the worst way now. They still have plenty of time, but Greece has turned up the volume a little bit here. The latter stage of the second period and first half of this third period, and they're out there and they mean business right now.
Shows you what speed and quickness can do for you. Two shorthanded goals here tonight for Greece.
Certainly does.
From the draw, this is Eric Meacham. He sends the puck in deep. O'Shea along the boards. Justin Walsh in forechecking. Red Raiders still with 20 seconds left on their power play, but they have not. This has not been a very effective power play. Charlie Durant having trouble. across ice. This is DeRosie, being watched by Burrett. Now Eric Meacham, wrapping it along the boards, down to 11:05 in our third period. Penalized player back on, and Grease at full strength. Here's DeRosie, a shot deflects, and McBride makes the save. At the point, held in. Eric DeRosie now for Eric Meacham. Meacham battling along the boards with Kyle Langdon. It comes in front, they score! The Red Raiders tie it.
And I don't think McBride ever saw that coming.
I think it deflected. Eric Meacham shot deflected and went upstairs.
And I think that somebody had a stick partially up in the air, and it just, the stick in the wrong place, the wrong time, and up it went.
Or the right place and the right time for Massena.
Yeah.
10:45 remaining in our hockey game, and the Red Raiders tie it 5-5.
I think Meacham is going to get credit for the goal, but what a freak goal. I think somebody just had their stick for Grease in the wrong place at the wrong time, and up it went.
Eric Meacham gets the goal. We'll see who gets the assist. Eric DeRosie with the assist. Then Justin Walsh. .414. The time of the goal. The winner of this hockey game will skate tomorrow afternoon about 4 o'clock against the winner of Game 1 of this Massena tournament, St. Joseph's of Buffalo.
Yeah, the Marauders beating Spalding rather handily, too, 4-1.
Well, it was a good game. It was 1-1, 2-1 after 2. So 10:32 remaining, third period. We'll be back right after this.
Service, selection, satisfaction. Levens Brothers on the Hubleton Road in Ogdensburg offers all this and more. Used vehicles, all makes and models, cars and trucks, huge selection, and 4 locations to serve you better. New or used, Levens Brothers is your dealer for deals. Stop in or call today. Levens Brothers on the Hubleton Road in Ogdensburg, next to the airport.
A close call at both ends while we were away, as the Red Raiders came close, and then Grease come right back, and Nat Smythe lost sight of the puck. But fortunately for the Red Raiders, was able to keep it out of the net, and we remain tied at 5-5. 10:02 remaining here in our third period. From the draw, here's a shot by Robinson. That caroms off a skate, just wide of the net. Ooh, D'Agostino collides with a Grease player, and they both fall to the ice. And offsides is called at the line.
Boy, Anthony D'Agostino, he's taken some pretty vicious hits the last 2 or 3 games, but he keeps popping right back up again.
Red Raiders still tonight here without the services. And let's see, John Rochford, Les Pribble not in the lineup. Jeff Day not in the lineup tonight. And Jason Converse also not in the lineup tonight. So the Red Raiders basically still going without one full line, basically. Jamie, here's a hit from behind, but no call. Robinson wraps it off the boards, but D'Agostino had it momentarily. Now Nightingale steps up for the Red Raiders, but his pass was broken up by Insulaco, who bounces one towards the net, but wide. And the Red Raiders, let's see if they can clear. Nightingale off the boards. Now Kyle Wells has a poke check by Dave Insulaco, who feeds Garrison. Bobby Garrison's shot. Pad save by Nat Smythe.
Now Garrison looking for the hat trick there.
Battling along the boards, it's held in by Robinson. Robinson has it once again. Here's a shot. Doesn't reach the Red Raider goal as the shot taken by Opelt. Now Adam Barkley tying it up along the boards, and that's where play will stop with 8:42 remaining in what has been a very entertaining hockey game here.
It certainly has. We have had end-to-end action throughout this game. Fast skating, hard hitting, but we've seen some freak shots tonight. We've seen a couple of quick wrist shots go in tonight that I don't think either goalie expected that they would have no trouble stopping.
And from the draw, the Red Raiders control. Can they break out? Joe Ward, he's got a man going to the net. Ward is knocked down. Clint Kerwin feeds Ward once again. Decker had made the play. That's Decker with a puck right now for Greece. Jason Decker with a nice play for the Lightning. Now the Greece send the puck in deep. 8:15 to play in our hockey game. We're tied at 5. Now into the slot. Here's a shot on a spin around, but wide by Bobby Garrison. Garrison feeds off the boards. Held in. Langdon, nice pass. Slot, shot. Oh, not sure if Smythe got a piece of it or not, but it just went wide. Now into the slot area. Knight was moving through in front of the Red Raider goal, but could not catch up to the puck. Now it's loose. Knight plays it for Langdon. Nice pass, Burrett. Burrett shoots. It's blocked by Girard. It rolls to Nat Smythe. And that's where play will stop.
Well, if you take a look all over the ice, you'll see that there is debris. There was some small debris, whatever it was, that has been shredded into small pieces at one end of the ice, and now one of the officials down there and picks up whatever was laying in the middle of the ice down at the blue line here. It has been that kind of a game. It has been a hard-hitting, fast-skating contest, and lots of debris out there, so it's a great hockey game.
From the draw, puck is loose. Nat Smythe with the initial save, and now he dives and covers up, and once again, in there is little Andy Knight.
Now
who loves to mix it up.
Yeah, Andy Knight, you put him alongside of Burrett there in a minute now. I thought maybe he might be skating over by him, but just like night and day looking at him. I didn't pardon the pun there. It's
from the draw. Red Raiders clear the puck. Cormier is going after it, but Greece control. This is Cooper. Now a pass across ice for Burrett, too far for him, and Eric DeRosie wraps it off the boards in his own zone. Charlie Durant held in. This is Lapointe. Mike Lapointe for DeRosie. Back to Lapointe, a shot. And that's blocked by the Greece defense. And now off to center ice, Charlie Durant will have to regroup there for Massena. This is Mike Lapointe. Feeds for Weisskopf. Joe Weisskopf. Nice drop pass. Cormanius moving in for Weisskopf, and he lost it in his skates as the Red Raiders try to work to give and go. Now a cross ice pass, and this is Booth the other way. Durant gets a stick on him and a pad save. The rebound, Greece score.
Well, Smythe with a great save the first time. Beautiful pad save, but the rebound coming right back out in front again.
And the Lightning are catching the Red Raider defense, pinching in maybe a little bit too deep, as a breakout has worked to their advantage a few times in this hockey game, and it worked right there as Justin Booth took the original shot. Save was made, the initial shot that is. Save was made, but the rebound.
Once again, the Lightning crowd getting right into it.
And Dave Insalaco gets the goal. Justin Booth and Bobby Garrison. Jamie, if you get a chance, maybe add up the points that some of those Greece players have in this hockey game. And
it is a lot.
Massena players as well. I know Insalaco and Garrison have figured in on a lot of the scoring in this game. Now Booth along the boards, intercepted Meacham, feeds in front, but stolen away. Here's Opelt. Sean Opelt tries to feed Garrison. That was broken up by the Red Raider defense that time. Justin Walsh plays in deep. 6 minutes remaining. Red Raiders now trailing by a goal, 6-5. Justin Walsh, a pass for Tim O'Shea. O'Shea trying to split the defense. He is knocked down. Greece play the puck right on net. Nat Smythe has to make a save. The Lightning changing on the fly. Here's Justin Walsh. He looks like he's pretty tired out there, Jamie. Now Nightingale knocking the puck down. Andy Knight has the puck. Only momentarily, though. Tim O'Shea. Eric Meacham intercepted at the Greece blue line. Here's a long shot. Jason Decker makes the save. And Nat Smythe decides to cover up for a faceoff.
Well, Insulaco, of course, naturally has 6 points in the game. He does not have any assists on the evening. But if there's anybody who's piling up the points for Greece, it's Garrison. And he has 2 assists and 2 goals on the night. Or excuse me, 3 assists and 2 goals on the night.
And what does Dave Insulaco have on the night, Jamie?
He just has the hat trick for the night.
He has the 3 goals.
And he has the 3 goals, yes.
Wow. So Insulaco has 3 and Garrison has 2. Right?
Yes, and Garrison also with 3 assists. So,
yeah.
So between Garrison and Insulaco tonight, they're having a wonderful evening here. And we have a bit of a break. And
so with this break, we'll take...
It's a scandal of huge proportions. Millions of Americans have been brainwashed into shopping at supermarkets. We've become a nation of zombies. When BJ's Wholesale Club could be saving you a whopping 26% on the exact same national brand groceries. A small family can save over $1,000 a year. We're talking resort vacations here. It's time to break free from this web of denial. Seek counseling immediately. Just look for this BJ's sign.
Off the draw, Greece skating back to their own blue line. Now it's Barkley for the Red Raiders for DiAgostino. It's DiAgostino, Menkes, Kyle Wells out there. Decker steals the puck. This is Cooper. Puts it right on Wells' stick, who tries to feed in front, but Menkes could not control. Now at center ice, Burrett's pass. Nice break up there by Cameron. Puck is played into the Massena zone. Kyle Wells spun around. Now at center ice, it's Cooper once again. He'll play it deep in the Red Raiders zone. And offsides call as the Greece player was caught inside the zone and touched the puck. That was Dave Insulaco, who, as Jamie mentions, has had a big hockey game here this evening.
He and Garrison, they have had a huge game for Greece out there.
Well, 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here. The winner is going to go tomorrow and advance into the finals against St. Joseph's.
Yes, take on the Marauders.
And the loser is going to play in the consolation game.
The loser will play the Crimson Tide of Spalding. I thought you'd respond to that I remember these nicknames.
Yes, very good. I did not remember Spalding's nickname.
All you have to do is remember Alabama, and you'll get it.
Right. Now it's Seacott behind the net for the Red Raiders. Down to 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in our third period. LaPointe, a breakout pass for Cormanius, but Opelt holds the puck in. And now it's out of play.
It's a souvenir for somebody.
And you always want to be on the lookout over there.
Yeah, I never could understand why these people like these luxury boxes that are open at the end where behind the nets. I never could figure that out. Maple Leaf Gardens is the worst place for that one.
I know I don't like sitting behind the goalie for that reason. I don't mind because if there's a net up there, of course, but if there's no net up.
Well, a number of years ago, there didn't used to be anyway.
Right.
If one of those shots went up into those boxes, and those boxes back then were wide open. No glass in front of them or anything.
Seacott bumped behind the net. This is Andy Knight for Greece. He knocks down Durant. This is Mike LaPointe. LaPointe for Durant. Red Raiders are being hemmed in their own zone now. Good job by Greece, as they are doing a good job forechecking the Red Raiders here. Now it's Weiskopf. Red Raiders try to feed in front. Cormanius just couldn't catch up to the puck. Seacott now has to race back to get the puck away from Burrett. Now Weiskopf moved in over the line but did not have the puck. And this is Decker back. Jason Decker to the backhand. Decker turns. Down to 3 minutes in our hockey game. Red Raiders would like another shot at St. Joe's, who beat them earlier in the season. Well, Greece would like another shot at St. Joe's because Greece is the only or St. Joe's are the only team to have beaten Greece to this point.
Yes.
17-1-1 coming into this game. Red Raiders 15-4, as we mentioned. Now Charlie Durant runs in. Salako knocks him down. 2.5 minutes remaining in our hockey game. Notice Greece very content to just try to play the puck into the Red Raiders zone. They're not wanting to move the puck out as fast or look for that breakout pass as much as they were earlier.
Clock is in their favor right now.
Well, with that lead, they don't have to go on the offense as much as the Red Raiders have to do here to get that tying goal. Meacham, a pass for him behind Eric Meacham. This is Robinson. He can't clear. Down to 2 minutes in our hockey game. Red Raiders having trouble getting past and getting into Greece territory right here. Now Eric DeRosie. He's spun around in front of the Red Raider bench. Meacham runs into Matt Boralski. Andy Knight playing the puck once again into the Red Raider zone, and credit this Greece hockey team. They are doing an outstanding job of keeping the Red Raiders from entering their zone right there at center ice. It's almost like a wall right here, Jamie.
It certainly is. There it is again. Tim O'Shea, 2 tries, just could not get beyond that wall, and now somebody finally golfs it into the zone.
Down to 1:15. We'll have to watch to see if Nat Smythe can clear the Red Raider net and go to the bench for an extra attacker. Here we have an icing call against Greece.
And that is what they're looking for right now. I noticed that Nat is looking over towards the bench.
And the Red Raiders will call a timeout. So we'll be back with a final 1:11 right after this. Our score, Greece 6, Massena 5. We'll be back right after this.
Winter Sports coverage is brought to you today on Edwards Production Sports by the Bears Den, Route 37 in Hogansburg. Messina Optics, 55 Main Street in Messina. Kanakahaga Fuels on Route 37 in Hogansburg. Bill Edmonds of Cash and Real Estate. The Club 37, Tripany Road in Messina. Blevins Brothers, Hewelton Road in Ogdensburg. Mort Backus & Sons on the Canton-Ogdensburg Road in Ogdensburg. Messina Big M, 232 North Main Street in Messina. Messina Chrysler Plymouth, 98 Center Street in Messina. C&M Ford, East Orvis Street in Messina. Pete's Jewelers, 10 Phillip Street in Messina. Bicarbonos Jewelry Store, 45 Main Street in Messina. And the Gateway Center, Ogdensburg. And by BJ's Wholesale Club. Thank you to all of our sponsors bringing you high school sporting action here on Edwards Production Sports.
So the final 1:11 remaining here from the Massena Arena. The Red Raiders have pulled their goalie for an extra attacker. Let's see what happens. They've got Meacham, Durant, LaPointe, O'Shea, DeRosie. This is DeRosie trying to feed in front. Puck is loose, a scramble. O'Shea spins but can't come up with a puck. This is LaPointe. He lets a shot go. That's blocked in front. Now Durant, a shot and a save made by Jason McBride. And he holds on for a faceoff. Down to 49 seconds in our hockey game.
Well, Charlie let one go from the point, and I think it would have been just a little bit wide, but McBride, not taking any chances, gets the glove save.
Now Mike Dozier is going to call timeout.
Well, he's had a chance to take a look at that situation with the extra man on the ice, and now he
wants to see how the Red Raiders line up.
Yes. Although, what kind of advice can you give the Lightning? They have been superb on killing off this clock.
We've seen everything here tonight, Jamie. We've really been treated to a good hockey game here tonight. The fans in attendance. A couple power play goals by Massena, a couple of shorthanded goals by Greece.
Definitely.
Some pretty good hitting in this game. Some decent goaltending. Obviously, Nat Smythe made some fine saves in that second period.
Yeah, that score does not reflect the type of goaltending we've seen out of both McBride and Smythe tonight.
Yeah, Jason McBride, after taking the place of Keith Hahn, who started the game. McBride's made some nice saves. And we were talking about this the last break. It's been the speed and the quickness of this Greece team that's really been the difference here in this hockey game, I think, as they have made some breakout passes and they have caught the Red Raiders in their own zone, and they have taken advantage of it.
Well, coming out is the line that's worked for them all night long. Here's Insulaco and Knight, Robinson, Garrison,
Opelt.
and Opelt. And
yeah,
this has been the line out here for Grease that has really done the job for him tonight.
It's Grease's guns against the Red Raiders' guns, as Tim Long replies here with Cormanius, LaPointe, DeRosie, O'Shea. Here's Durant off the draw shot. That bounces off a stick wide. Cormanius has it. Red Raiders have an empty net as they are trying to puck not held in. And offsides is called as Charlie Durant tried to hold the puck in, but
now here comes a difficult situation. When you get outside the blue line, you have a face-off. Here's where winning that face-off is a key thing right here.
.37 seconds remaining in our hockey game. From the draw, Red Raiders slap it inside the Grease zone. Here's O'Shea. Behind the net for LaPointe. He can't hold it. DeRosie has it. 25 seconds to play in our hockey game. Intercepted. Grease. They send it the length of the ice. And in the net, Grease will advance into the championship game.
And I think Knight is the one that sent it down there, too.
Andy Knight scores. As Grease now lead this hockey game by the score of 7-5.
Well, they have played a superb hockey game, and I was just going to say, you know, Knight's the only one on that line that hasn't really had something happen for him, and, well, that's just the icing on the cake right there.
Andy Knight with a goal. Unassisted. 14:38, the time of the goal. Here's a shot by Tim O'Shea. Caught by McBride, and he holds on for a face-off.
Well, a great evening for the Lightning. And the Red Raiders will go to the consolation contest tomorrow. They will take on the Crimson Tide of Spalding. And that won't be an easy chore either.
No, but the majority of these fans here tonight will not be very happy as they watch the Red Raiders lose here tonight.
Well, of course,
I don't believe they've put the other goal up on the scoreboard, right?
They have not.
7-5. So St. Joe's, who won 4-1 over Spalding, they're in the final, and it looks like it's going to be Grease in a rematch. Grease were defeated by St. Joe's 5-3 not too long ago. The only loss that Grease has on the season, and they will now improve to 18-1-1 on the season, and the Red Raiders will fall to 15-5. And there's the buzzer to end the hockey game, and there you see a very happy Grease hockey team here as they jump off the bench. Here's the final shots on goal. 29. Grease outshoots Massena 29-23 in the hockey game. So the Red Raiders will play tomorrow, Jamie, in a consolation game.
Yes, they will. And the only bad spot of this is the injury to McCardle, and we hope that he is all right. As I say, that would be a devastating loss to this Grease Lightning team. Both teams, a sensational hockey game. And as you see Coach Tim Long congratulating players from Grease at the other end, I'm sure that he knows that this has been one whale of a hockey game this evening. Final score, the Lightning 7 and the Red Raiders 5. And boy, I could enjoy a hockey game like that every night of the week, couldn't you, Chip?
Yeah, the fans here were treated to this one here tonight. This was a fun one to do and fun one to watch. As there you see the two coaches at center ice as they shake hands, Tim Long and Mike Dozier.
Well, now the Red Raiders will go on to take on the Crimson Tide of Spalding, and it will be the Lightning taking on the Marauders of St. Joe's in the championship match
of this Massena tournament. Yes, and that will just about do it for our hockey action here on Edwards Production Sports here this evening. Once again, our final score in this game, Greece 7, Massena 5. Greece will play St. Joe's tomorrow in the finals, and the Red Raiders will play in a consolation game against Spalding.
And we will have that game for you tomorrow here on Edwards Production Sports.
So, for our cameraman Chris Tabor and my colleague Jamie Davis and our entire Edwards Production Sports crew, I'm Chip Chapman bidding you a very pleasant good night. Once again, our final score, 7-5, Greece defeats Massena.